Greetings, fellow ukuleleans. Jeff Weinberger coming at you here with a new tutorial. I'd like today to go over some sort of easy songs. These are three real quick ones from mid-60s Motown. One is from 1964, one is from 1965, and yet a third one is from 1966. So 3 years in a row. Motown was a huge record label back then in the 60s. Some of those hits are still with us today. People still love that music. It's simple, but it's catchy. Motown was an incredibly successful label. They sold millions and millions of records, and they were really on top for a good number of years there. That thing that I was just playing, that was I Can't Help Myself. That was the Four Tops. That was a big hit for them. Almost everybody knows it. It has that little single note intro, and then it gets into the chord part where I was strumming. So I'll talk about that. So we're talking the Four Tops from 1965. And that single note riff, or if you want a little less syncopated, that's really easy to play. It's just the note C on your A string 3rd fret. It's the note G on your E string 3rd fret. And it's the note A on your 5th fret of your E string. Oftentimes on Motown records, it would be the bass and maybe the left hand of the piano that would pound out those simple riffs. I mean, it's just 3 notes, but extremely catchy, using the C major pentatonic scale. Same with My Girl. That's another song that uses that C major pentatonic scale. So I'm putting all of these in C, whether the original recording was recorded in C major or not. I'm just putting them all in C to make life easier for us, so we don't have to transpose and do too much thinking here. This is meant, like I said, for sort of beginners and people that want to keep what they're doing simple. All right, so you do that little intro, and then you're into your chords. You got C, 0003. You got G, 0232. You got D minor, 2210, and finally you've got F, 2010. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 chords all together. Not only are they 4 chords and they're simple to play, and they're often some of those first chords you learn on ukulele as a beginner, but they happen to be diatonic chords, meaning they belong to a particular key, in this case the key of C. So they don't use crazy harmonies, and they don't use chords with long names and very long explanations of why they use this chord or that. They're just picking the diatonic chords out of the key, and all of these songs are going to be like that. And since I put them in C, we're going to see a lot of the same chords over and over. In fact, we're going to see the same chord progressions in 2 of these songs, and I'll show you that. But again, you know, C, G, D minor, and F are the only chords we're dealing with. For a strum, here's an easy one for you to kind of cop that Motown feel. It's got heavy backbeat in it, like all Motown music tends to, with a big old tambourine in there. The tambourine's very prominent on this record, but the snare drum smacks away on 2 and 4. So you've got that's what I like to do on this song. So I'm strumming down, up, chuck up, and then I'm strumming again, down, up, chuck up. That's the simplest strum you could do on this to get that Motown feel. Down, up, chuck up, and then again, down, up, chuck up, and that makes 4 beats. So we're going to do that strum on a C chord, on a G chord, D minor, F, but then the only thing different is at the end there. So all of those chords, the C chord was for 2 measures, 8 beats. The G chord was for 2 measures. The D minor chord was for 2 measures. But then the F chord is going to be for 1 measure, 4 beats. Then you do it for half a measure. F, 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 G. That's the only complicated thing at the end. Other than that, it's just 2 bars per chord. Let's roll through that together at a slow tempo so we can practice it. Here we go, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the whole thing. So if you did that over and over, you would have this song, Sugar Pie Honey Bunch, Can't Help Myself.